Good morning, Indian Creek Explorers. My name is Taylor. Today is Thursday, April 17th, 2014. To honor America, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag Please join us for the daily moment of silence. Today's very delicious lunch is mini corn dogs, grilled cheese sandwich, baked beans, and fresh veggie tray. Now to Mr. Nelson.
Good morning, Indian Creek. I'm here with my assistant beaker, and well, it looks like now only about 150 milliliters of water and a gummy bear. Now this gummy bear has been soaking in this water overnight. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to reach in right now and I'm going to see, ooh, he's squishy. I'm putting him on something else and we're going to move some things around so that you can see. There is our gummy bear. Now, how does he differ from a regular gummy bear? Well, that's a regular gummy bear. So if you really want ginormous gummy bears, all you have to do is soak them in water. Well, not really, but because they really don't taste that good. A gummy bear, and you can find out what gummy bears are really made of, but part of what a gummy bear is made of is gelatin. And the gelatin, like Jell-O, see, if I sit here and poke this thing, it kind of wiggles a little bit. Gelatin. So on Tuesday, you got to see what happened when a gummy bear was soaked in water for about 6 days. And guess what happened? The gummy bear became part of the water. But for this case, this gummy bear is hard. And if I use my scalpel and I try to cut it, I break the scalpel. So with this, if I try to cut it, I'm not going to try to cut it now because I have a broken scalpel, but if I tried to cut it, it would be like cutting Jell-O. It's very squishy. And it's kind of sticky. But if you look at it, it's still green, but not as green. If I turn it over, you can see that some of the green, which is the food coloring for the gummy bear, the green is still down here. Everything else is kind of getting a little bit more translucent, some clear. Now what happens? Well, what happens is this absorbs all that water and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's kind of like a sponge. Now what's cool is this is exactly what happens when you guys go swimming in the summer. If you remember your hands, and I'll put my hands out, they're not that wrinkly yet, but when your hands get wet and you stay in this, if you've ever been swimming and you've gotten to the point where you look at your hands and they look all wrinkly, it's because your hands have absorbed all this water and your skin is actually a little bit bigger than the stuff that it's covering, your bones and your muscles. So it ends up kind of getting wrinkly trying to cover all that stuff because it's bigger. It's like wearing a big shirt and you end up having all these wrinkles and folds. All right? So this is what happens when you put a gummy bear in water. I would not recommend tasting this one because I have heard that basically all the sugar on all the good stuff in the gummy bear ends up in the water. So all you get is gelatin, which doesn't really taste that good. All right? And now I guess we will go back to Taylor.
Wasn't that cool? The word of the week is sensor. Enables robots to modify reactions based on feedback from the real world. Today they say it will be partly sunny. Our high will be 64 degrees and our low will be 45 degrees. Right now it is 37 degrees. There will be a 0% chance of rain. Today is Walkathon. That's it for the morning news. Remember, we're geared up for success. AMPD, absolutely no put downs. See ya!